If you are planning to buy a house and then you already chosen or see the house that you want to buy, there are one important things that you want to do is that to pay the amount of the property you want to buy. If you have enough cash to pay in full, you can do it. Otherwise, you have to go to financial institution to help you pay the rest or the balance for that property. One of which is PAG-IBIG housing loan. If you are a member of the PAG-IBIG housing loan, PAG-IBIG fund, you are qualified for PAG-IBIG housing loan. So therefore, in this video, we are going to talk about PAG-IBIG housing loan, how it works, and what would you expect when processing this type of loan for your house or condominium, townhouses, whatever the type of properties you want to buy. So let's get started. In this video, we will talk about different tips that you need to know about PAG-IBIG housing loan. A PAG-IBIG housing loan application is not, this is for you, things that you need to know first about PAG-IBIG. A PAG-IBIG housing loan application is not as easy as it sounds, though neither is getting an approval for the loan. It will take so much of your time, energy, and even money to comply with all the eligibility and documentary requirements. If you plan to finance your new home through PAG-IBIG, you have to understand its basis for making lending decision. A PAG-IBIG housing loan approval, as well as the amount to be loaned, will depend on a borrower's capability to pay, requested loan amount, actual needs, and loan to value ratio. To evaluate them, PAG-IBIG conduct background check. Tip number 1, settle any overdue PAG-IBIG loan payment. Do you have an outstanding loan with PAG-IBIG? If any missed payment can ruin your chance of getting approved for a new loan. Specifically, PAG-IBIG declines housing loan application from borrowers with unpaid multi-purpose loans or foreclosed, canceled housing loan account with the agency. So check your existing PAG-IBIG loan accounts, if any, to know if you've missed a payment. Make sure to pay off any outstanding loan before you apply. Tip number 2, keep a stable source of income. Thinking of quitting your job? Consider the impact of resignation on your PAG-IBIG housing loan application. Job hopping will only hurt your chance of getting approved for a housing loan. More so if you switch to a lower paying job or a career with irregular income, PAG-IBIG will check your employment history to assess if you're financially stable enough to handle all your monthly mortgages. Your employment tenure proves your income stability. Ideally, you have tip number 3, apply for a realistic loan amount. PAG-IBIG has a housing loan affordability calculator that computes how much you can borrow and pay in monthly amortization based on your income, your chosen loan, term, and fixed pricing period, and the estimated value of the property you want to buy. The PAG-IBIG housing loan calculator is also useful if you want to know the required gross monthly income of the total amount you want to borrow. Tip number 4, consider getting a borrower. Is your income insufficient or unstable to qualify for a loan? Having a co-borrower or co-maker with a regular employment and an excellent credit history will help you improve your chance of getting a PAG-IBIG housing loan approval. PAG-IBIG allows 2 or 3 members, including the principal borrowers, who are up to second-degree relatives to apply for a single housing loan. This means you can partner with your spouse, sibling, parents, in-laws, or cousin whose income will be added to yours to become better. However, be careful when asking someone to sign a loan. Wait, not everyone in the family will agree to be responsible for any unpaid debt you make. It's best to get a co-borrower whom you'll share the new home with and who's genuinely willing to help you out. Tip number 5, make a higher down payment. Before you apply for a housing loan, save up enough money for the quality or down payment, which is at least 20% of a property value. You can pay a larger amount to lower your loan to value ratio, monthly mortgage, interest rate, and loan term, raising your chance to get approval for your loan. Tip number 6, make sure your income documents reflect all your earnings. Your certificates of employment and compensation, or CEC, can make or break your PAG-IBIG housing loan application. These income documents, which shows your gross monthly income and other monetary benefits, prove your capacity to pay. Your CEC must contain accurate and updated information. For instance, if you recently got a raise or additional or increase of your income, it should indicate in your latest monthly salary. If you're receiving diminished benefits or non-taxable allowance, request it to your HR. Tip number 7, consider buying a lower price home. You might fall in love so much with a property's beautiful design and prime location that you overlook its price relative to your income. Don't get too blinded, lest you make that common home buyer's mistake. Remember, your priority is to finance your new home through a PAG-IBIG housing loan. You won't get a loan approval if you're aiming to fund an expensive 3-bedroom condo when you can actually afford a modest townhouse even if you purchase a property that doesn't fit your idea of a dream home. You'll sleep better at night knowing that you have a roof over your head. Tip number 8, apply for affordable housing loan program if your income is low. If you're earning 15,000 pesos or less per month, it's hard to qualify for most home loans in the Philippines, even the regular PAG-IBIG housing loan. But fortunately, you may qualify for PAG-IBIG's Affordable Housing Loan Program, AHP, that caters to low income and minimum wage earner for the first 5 months of 2018. More than 10,000 minimum wage and low-income earners have already availed this type of PAG-IBIG loans. Filipinos with a monthly income of up to 15,000 pesos in Metro Manila and 12,000 in the provinces may avail of AHP. It has a 3% annual interest rate for the first 5 years of the loan term. You can borrow up Tip number 9, check your credit report and improve your credit score. Your credit history will make a huge difference in your housing loan. Although it's no longer compulsory for borrowers, the government agencies still conduct free seminars to orient anyone who is interested in applying for a PAG-IBIG housing loan. Make time to attend the housing loan programs orientation. It's a great opportunity to learn everything about the PAG-IBIG housing loan and straight from the insider. You can get an instant response to your question and concerns. That's all, my dear friend, about PAG-IBIG housing loan. And I hope that this video will help you understand how PAG-IBIG loan, how housing loan works, and how this agency can work with you or help you. Also, I hope these tips can help you so that you will be prepared of any documents or requirements required by this PAG-IBIG fund before your loan be approved. Thank you very much, and again, see you on the next